recently I was, you know when you meet up with old friends you haven't seen for several years? I don't know if anyone's done that. I met up with a couple of old friends from my school who I hadn't seen for about 3 years. And there was that kind of awkwardness, that where you're frightened of silences developing. Anyone aware of that? I don't know. It was nice to see them, but it was just, we had to keep talking. So I listened to them tell me about their jobs, and they listened to me tell them that I'm not having a job. And we talked about other people we'd known at school, whether they did or they did not have jobs. The place itself, it was pretty empty. It was just us. There was one barmaid. There was a couple stroking each other's hands a few tables away. And there was a couple of old men at the bar, drinking God knows what. And we were reminiscing about something, I can't really remember what, when a group of 3 middle-aged men came in, and they looked across at us. One of them smiled, and out of instinct, I smiled back at him. Then, before I could think, he was at our table, and he said, "What are you smiling at, you little shit?" I didn't say anything. One of my friends told him to back off, but he ignored them and kept looking at me. He repeated it, so I said, "What are you smiling at, you little shit?" Still, I thought, I'll just say nothing. He started to shake our table. 2 of our drinks spilled, one of the glasses smashing on the floor. I felt a fragment of an ice cube fall into my palm, it melted, and it started to trickle down my wrist. Again he said, "What are you smiling at, you little shit?" Still, I said nothing. He pushed the table aside and he pinned me against the wall. At this point his friends were calling him to calm down, mate. The barmaid shouted something about calling the police. I could feel his breath in my nose, and he spat in my face, and I felt it trickle down my cheek, down my neck, and soak into my shirt collar. He said, "Do you want to fight me, son? Do you want to fucking fight me?" And at this point, I felt like I should reply. So I bit my lip, and I looked into his eyes, and I said, "I'm sure your mother loves you very much. And she probably has reasons that are more complex than blood. But although we have hands, we don't have to throw mud. We just sit and soak and slowly soften our skin. And when was the last time you went walking in the rain? Until your clothes felt so heavy you thought you'd never be dry again. And did you think, oh my God, this is amazing, that I'm even here to feel any raindrops at all? Okay, now listen. There are countless ways that things could be different. Like in another situation, your family might be dying, and I might say that you'll never be able to express your gratitude. I'm not saying, oh, don't worry, there's no need to say thank you. Well, I'm sure your eyes have seen some dreadful things, but just because you've suffered doesn't mean you need your own victims. I know the waves don't cue to happen, they're prompted spontaneously. And if you share, don't spread your pain, you can let it go. Now I know there's an endless thirst for reassurance, and poor translators replace the word power with dominance. But to stamp on someone else to feel better about yourself, it's in my opinion the weakest thing you can ever do. Alright, so there are countless ways to be different. For instance, the average handspan of a human is 17 centimeters and a half, but that size is very widely. In fact, every single hand is unique. Outside seemed silent through the open door, so I closed my eyes and tried not to bite my tongue as I felt his fist crash into my jaw, and the taste of blood, it filled my mouth, and I slowly slid down onto the ground and I spit one of my teeth down and fell asleep to its clattering sound. But when I woke up, someone told me that that man, he had started to cry, and when he was asked why he had done what he just had, his only response was, I don't know why. So now if someone asks me why there's a gap in my smile, I simply reply,